Ravi and the Story That Changed Tomorrow, a heartwarming story about responsibility and doing things on time. Ravi was an 8-year-old boy who loved playing cricket, drawing pictures, and reading storybooks. But there was one habit Ravi couldn't seem to change. Whenever his mother reminded him to study his lessons, he would smile and say, "I'll study tomorrow."
Ravi, you really need to study.
I'll study tomorrow.
When his father asked him to tidy his toys, Ravi would grin. "I'll do it tomorrow." When it was time to finish his homework, tomorrow. Tomorrow became Ravi's favorite word. Each day, his school lessons grew a little bigger. His homework pile became a little taller. His room became a little messier. But Ravi never seemed worried. "I still have plenty of time," he thought. One Monday morning, Ravi's class teacher smiled and made an announcement. "Children, next Friday we'll have our monthly exam." The classroom suddenly became quiet. Some children smiled because they had been studying every day, but Ravi felt a tiny knot in his stomach. That evening, Ravi sat at his study table. His desk was covered with notebooks: math, science, English, Tamil, social studies. He stared at the tall stack. "Where do I even begin?" he whispered. For the first time, tomorrow had become too big. Feeling confused, Ravi looked around his room. On the bookshelf lay a colorful storybook his mother had bought a few days earlier. Its title read, "Penny, the Squirrel, and the Mountain of Acorns." "Maybe I'll read just one story before I study," Ravi thought. He opened the book. He read about Penny, the playful little squirrel who always said, "I'll collect my acorns tomorrow." He smiled at first, then he kept reading. He watched Penny play while the other squirrels worked.
I'll do it tomorrow.
He watched winter come closer. He watched Penny discover that almost all the acorns were gone. He watched her cry beside her tiny pile of acorns. He watched her friends help her. And finally, he read the lesson she learned. Doing a little every day is much easier than trying to do everything at once. Ravi quietly closed the book. He looked back at his own desk. The pile of books suddenly reminded him of Penny's mountain of acorns. He smiled. "I'm just like Penny." Instead of worrying, Ravi picked up his mathematics book. He studied one chapter. Then he revised one science lesson. Next, he completed his homework. Finally, he packed his school bag for the next day. It wasn't finished yet, but it was much smaller than before. The next evening, Ravi studied that day's lessons before going outside to play. The day after that, he did the same. Little by little, his homework never piled up. His room stayed neat, his school bag stayed organized, and studying became much easier. A week later, Ravi walked confidently into the classroom for his exam. This time he wasn't nervous. He had prepared a little every single day. When the results came, Ravi smiled proudly. He had done his best, but something made him even happier. He had finally stopped saying, "Tomorrow." That evening, Ravi carefully placed Penny the Squirrel and the Mountain of Acorns back on his bookshelf. He gently patted the cover and whispered,
Thank you, Penny.
From that day on, whenever Ravi finished his daily lessons before playing, he would remember one little squirrel and one very important lesson. Moral of the story: the work we avoid today only becomes bigger tomorrow. A small effort every day makes even the biggest task easy. One page, one lesson, one step at a time. That is how great things are achieved. If you enjoyed the story, give us a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more stories.